Hi, everyone, and welcome back. And thank you for being here on the day before Independence Day. That's right, the 4th of July is to be celebrated and honored tomorrow across this great nation. And as such, we won't be here with you tomorrow, but we will be making all efforts to get all the news we can into tonight's program. With that said, we'll talk about your forecast, and that will include how we're all in the viewing area at some point or other, maybe more than what we would like. Going to have to dodge some showers and storms from this point further till the end of your 4th of July weekend. So stay tuned for that. Also, some just coming in information in regards to some additions and tweaks to your 4th of July activities here in Sagersville. All the times are still the same, but some very important information about getting into Sagersville, whether you're in the parade or going to watch the parade. Also, about where you can get something good to eat, the entertainment you can hear, and when. So we'll have that for you in just a few seconds. I also have a plea for you tonight to help raise some funds for a very much needed piece of equipment for the McGoffin County Rescue Squad that we have seen prove itself over and over again already. And our top story will actually come towards the latter part of the program, but a wonderful, entertaining, joyous look back at the special needs summer blowout over the course of this past weekend. We'll get to all that and a few other headlines before I leave you for the 4th of July holiday tomorrow. Okay, so on last night's program, I typed up a story in regards to a statement about coming from Governor Matt Bevin and coal severance funds, and in doing so, I printed off an older report that we had ran and just got midstream through that report, literally on air last night, until I realized that indeed I was speaking of coal severance funds that had already come to McGoffin County and other eastern Kentucky counties for McGoffin to the tune of $40,000 that, of course, we've also covered in the fiscal court meeting. The report that I had meant to insert into last night's program was how Governor Bevin, who, of course, is running for re-election, has made a campaign promise to bring 100% of those coal severance funds back to all those coal-producing counties in the fiscal year 2020 to 2021. Now that would actually add up to another $30 million coming back to Eastern Kentucky. $11.4 million remains in single coal severance funds currently distributed to coal counties throughout Eastern Kentucky each year, and about $600,000 from that remaining allotment of coal severance funds is distributed each year to the local government Economic Assistance Fund, the LGEA fund. But he is on a campaign promise wanting to bring 100% of those coal severance funds back to those coal producing counties. And that, of course, does include our counties right here at home. In an update on an ongoing case, one you can read more about in today's edition of the Sagersville Independent, which did, of course, come out a day early because of tomorrow being the 4th of July. A woman from Sagersville accused of diluting medicine while being employed as a nurse and taking care of her patients is set to be rearraigned next week. Now, we have no way of knowing, but 99% of the time, a rearraignment means a change of plea. We have no confirmation if that is the case or not, but going back just a bit, on June the 26th, the attorney for Kelsey Spencer, 24 of Sagersville, requested a rearraignment hearing in the case, and United States District Judge Robert Weir granted that motion. The trial for Spencer was to start on July the 10th. However, this rearrangement hearing has been set for Monday, this coming Monday the 8th at 4 o'clock in Pikeville. Spencer was charged back in April by a federal indictment through a grand jury for tampering with a consumer product and making a material false statement to federal agents. While being employed as a nurse at the Paul B. Hall Medical Center, she was said to have, according to federal authorities, diluted Stadol with saline intended for patients and then keeping that drug. Then on November the 19th, while being interviewed by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, she claimed to have no knowledge or experience in that particular type of equipment used to administer that drug, even though they were able to prove, they say, that she had used that exact same equipment almost 1,400 times, actually almost 1,500 times, on that many different occasions while being employed at a different healthcare facility. She pled not guilty on May the 2nd. Once again, a rearraignment hearing set for this Monday. We will have an update on that as soon as we can gather that information. One plea for you real quickly before we get to our other top headlines in the very top coming up towards the latter part of the program. And Glad to share this one with you. But tonight, let's talk about drones. Drones have quickly become more than just a toy or a novelty. They are used worldwide for entertainment. All sizes of drones used in industry, media, farming, business, EMS, and the list goes on. And the McGoffin County Rescue Squad is starting a funding campaign to upgrade their drone capabilities, something that has already proven to be priceless in their search and rescue efforts and those of other such organizations here in McGoffin and other counties. To be honest, the McGoffin County Rescue Squad is actually still paying off the $3,000 or so drone that it's had for about 3 years now. The rescue squad, several members of which have undergone training for flight certification, which is still ongoing, and on numerous occasions have assisted fire, law enforcement, and others in several counties with this unit. But they could desperately use a more commercial type drone with thermal imaging that could literally pay for itself the first time it saves a life.
Since we've had the drone for about 3 years, we've added one piece of equipment, which is where you can take it off, put up to 15 ounces, and then fly it over an area and drop whatever needs to be done. And we got that from a water rescue we saw out in California, when one of the first ones that come about. So we got that piece, but right now we need to expand. We need to really go big and probably to get a newer drone, update the drone we have, and we definitely need this thermal imaging device that's on the camera that's on this drone that we can get. If we get another drone, upgrade, go a little larger, we can have this camera already mounted on this drone, have it ready to go, and be used for search for elderly, dementia patients, Alzheimer's. As a case manager, working with the elderly some years ago, it doesn't take just a few minutes for a person to wander away. And actually, we've had that happen here in town. You know, they had safety devices on the door, but one of them failed, and luckily we did find the lady, and she was okay, even though it was a very hot day. This will help us to also penetrate the foliage and ground to assist in finding a person. And whereas now with the drone we have, it will not penetrate the foliage, leaves, and if it's not out in the open, then we can't see it. So this is something we really need to make it more efficient, to find someone, find children that maybe wander away, get lost. So we're asking for your support out there. If you'd like to really make a anonymous donation, send it to, we're going to start for $10,000. Now they're going to say, oh, that's a lot. Well, for the equipment we need to find someone, you know, 10,000 is not that much to upgrade what we need to. So if you'd like to make a donation, you can call me, 496-6155, Squad Building 349-5500, or send it to McGoffin County Rescue Squad, P.O. Box 155, Syersville, Kentucky 41465.
And to be honest, $10,000 is a conservative number, but it's one that we believe we can purchase equipment like this that will produce images like these. Just some example images of people standing out in a parking lot here. You can see the animal out in front of the barn. Any source of heat will radiate a shape in some significant detail given the advances in technology in just the last couple of years. So I know the McGoffin County Rescue Squad, of course, depends on the community for their annual rescue squad auction to just operate. But this is a simple, albeit expensive, piece of equipment that could literally save a life or find a loved one when no other means could. If you can help, please do.
But every dollar counts. We'll put it in a special fund, and hopefully we'll work our way toward $10,000.
Now, before I go to a break and come back with other headlines, I want to make mention of this. I sat down earlier today with a representative of ASP, Appalachian Service Project. Now, they've been coming to McGoffin County and Syersville for over a decade. Just last year, they contributed $500,000 of man hours, labor, for free to McGoffin County homes and residents. They've been doing this for years, and they graciously do this everywhere, or not everywhere, but in all parts of their area, which includes a vast region of eastern Kentucky and elsewhere. And this is something that I promised them today, that we have spoken to them before on the program, but we don't do it every year, but we should. And we made arrangements to do that today. And we're going to tell you more about them, about their phenomenal efforts and accomplishments here in McGoffin County. They're here right now, and how you, if you have something that needs to be done to your home or residence and do not have the means or the ability right now to do so, might be able to get their assistance. So look for that report, hopefully as soon as next week. With that said, I'll be right back with the rest of tonight's show after this. Did you know that with the IGA Personal Rewards Card, real people are getting really big discounts on gas? Just sign up at IGA, and from then on, for every $50 you spend on groceries, you get anywhere from 5 to 25 cents off on each gallon of gas you buy at VIP Fuels on the Parkway. This customer saved $1.75 a gallon, and some have paid only 10 cents a gallon for 15 gallons of gas. And it's quick because your points stack up. And most weeks, IGA has double, triple, or even 5 times the points. And they'll give you another 10 cents off every time you share your receipt on the IGA Facebook page showing you've saved. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785.
Jerry Pelfrey Fireworks is conveniently located off of US 23 in Paintsville, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-367-5569 or look them up on Facebook for all of your fireworks needs.
Just like that, we've jumped into the spring allergy season with all the buds and blooms, tree and grass pollen, mold, and all the nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy nose and eyes and throat that they cause. Don't get caught off guard. Protect yourself daily with a quick trip to Parkway Pharmacy for over-the-counter and prescription relief. And you can always log into parkwaypharmacy.com to have your prescriptions ready when you get there at Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
All right, a few announcements on tonight's community calendar. Right now, a few announcements pertaining to the 4th of July celebration, which starts, of course, this Friday here in Sagersville and McGoffin County. Mayor Pete Shepard tells us that all the times are still set as they have been. However, some important new details to add in regards to food, entertainment, and getting into and out of Sagersville on the day of the parade. As for the basic schedule, the general times are still as is, and so are the events, but there have been a few things added, a few people entertaining, and a few or several places to get something good to eat during pretty much everything that's going on in downtown Sagersville. So before the mayor fills us in on some last-minute updates, the City of Sagersville 4th of July celebration, of course, kicks off tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock for the Watermelon Social in the Sagersville City Park in the large lawn area across from City Hall, where they've been working to get the space ready for you for days. I saw a bunch of picnic tables down there earlier today. They've been working on getting the gazebo decorated and ready, and there'll be some other amenities, we'll say, that the Mayor will tell you about it in just a few seconds. As for the Saturday portion of the celebration, the parade will start at 1, but some important information for you in regards to getting to see and getting to be in the parade from the mayor in just a few seconds. And of course, the entertainment and fireworks will be wrapping up the evening with the fireworks to be at dark. And for a few more details, here's Mayor Shepard.
Black Powder Express will be playing Friday night at the Watermelon Social, and then on Saturday night, Eddie Jenkins will be playing starting about 7:15, something in that area, up to the fireworks. So we'd like to have a big crowd out at the City Park for that, and also the Little League will be selling concessions in the park before the fireworks. So they're going to have concessions over there too, so everybody wants to go to the park to watch the fireworks. Should have a real good show this year, just like last year. We've added a little bit to it, and other than that, the parade should be good. We're honoring all of our first responders in the county this year. We just want everybody to show up, and anybody that wants to be in the pageant, you got somebody's been in a winner of one of the pageants or anything, just come on down and get in it. We want to make it a big long parade. So we're going to tell anybody from the end of the county, like in Bloomington, in that area, with the Route 30 bridge being out, if you're going to be in the parade, you need to be up here before 12:30. We'll try to keep the roads open as long as we can, but we're going to have to shut down probably at least 1:45. So please try to get here early, because the guys have been told not to let nobody else through after we shut them down. So try to get here early, and if you're going to come and watch the parade, just come early, because with the congestion that's going to be with that bridge being out, you need to come on into town and get ready for the parade. And then afterwards at City Park, right after the parade, we're giving free hot dogs and pop and water for the fire department's doing that. Sayersville Fire Department's putting that on. So just want to get a big crowd downtown. There will be some concession stands in town on Saturday and Saturday evening at the City Hall parking lot. So anybody wants to come down in town, just sit around before the fireworks, listen to some good music, and socialize. We want to have a good time.
With that, here's tonight's community calendar. First up on your Farm Bureau community calendar, don't forget about Freedom Fest at New Life Worship Center this Friday night at 7. It's going to be a wonderful evening celebrating our freedom, honoring our veterans, singing, games, food, inflatables, fireworks, and the Ignite Youth Group selling hot fudge cakes and popsicles, something sweet for everyone. Friday at 7, and everyone is invited. And of course, this Friday, also happening in Sayersville, is the Little Ones Parade across from City Hall in the City Park, 3 to 12. Decorate your tricycles, bicycles. Every entry gets a prize. Everyone gets invited to come back and ride in the big parade on the next day, this Saturday. They'll register at 5:30 and start soon thereafter, and it's 5:30 to 7:30 at the Sayersville City Park lawn. Now, this one's coming up pretty soon, and it's actually the first of next week. And if you want to learn more about it, you can call to RSVP. Call Rita Hall locally, 349-7238. But a Casey's Law presentation is going to be held here in Sayersville and McGoffin County at the courthouse Monday from 1 till 3. And if you would like to find out more about Casey's Law and the purpose thereof, which to simply summarize is to help intervene or get folks who may be resistant to getting help for themselves when it comes to substance abuse and otherwise, but being able to do so. And it's much more information that will be available. That's Monday, this coming Monday, 1 to 3 at the courthouse. Call Rita Hall, 349-7238 to find out more and to RSVP. And don't forget, Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund is taking applications to assist farmers in making important on-farm investments. There's money for farm improvements available. The application period, though, is ending Monday, I'm just now being told. So you got a few days to get that information in. Best information or best advice I can give you, call the McGoffin County Extension Service, 349-3216, or you can call Edison McCarty at 496-6579 or Ronald Williams at 791-9943. And call me anytime that you've got a calendar announcement, birthday or anniversary, doesn't matter, whatever it is, we'll tell everyone about it. Doesn't cost anything, you just got to tell me so I can tell everyone else. And our last announcement tonight comes via our obituaries brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And tonight we have a listing for 69-year-old Glenda Williams Howard of Falcon, who passed away on Tuesday, the daughter of the late Arlie and Gusty Howards William. She is survived by her companion Lonnie Howard and sons Bobby Howard and Billy Howard, as well as a host of family and friends. Funeral services for Glenda are going to be held this Friday morning at 11 at the Sayersville Funeral Home. The family will welcome friends on Thursday night, the night before, after 6 o'clock. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. Founded in 1974 on the idea that we all deserve and need the very best in medical services and patient-oriented care, but at reasonable prices we can afford, Big Sandy Healthcare and Hope Family Medical Center have also put together a team of professionals and providers, all at one location, all with you and your family in mind. With pharmacy, dental, lab and x-ray, pediatrics, adult medicine, behavioral health, and more. Come see us, for anything, at Hope Family Medical Center in Sayersville. We've got 2 extra special treats for you right now for a limited time at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. We've got all new milk chocolate chunk and white chunk macadamia cookies for a little extra treat after your meal. And back for a limited time, our famous loaded potato wedges. That's right, our fresh made potato wedges, cheese and bacon, and a side of sour cream if you want. For a limited time, only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. If you haven't stopped by the seasonal shop lately, you're missing out. They've got new arrivals weekly and great deals every day, and the entire store has a fresh new look. Summer's here and the seasonal shop is ready for fun, sun, and the cutest clothes. They've got outfits for any special occasion you might have on your calendar or casual outfits for any day of the week. So come in and let them help you select the perfect outfit, and don't forget the jewelry. They've got a large selection of some of the most unique jewelry in the area, and they've got everything you need for your pool or beach days with bright, beautiful cover-ups and caftans, sunglasses, towels, and hats. And new patchwork Kentucky hats with a heart over Sagersville are the perfect way to keep the sun off your face. At Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop. Of course, you can always get guaranteed great deals this time of year on mowers and weed eaters and blowers, but right now at Parkway Gun and Pawn, they've also got an incredible selection of hand and power tools, guitars, and musical instruments just in, new and used, long and handguns, and ammunition and more, with no pawn limits and cash today on anything you want to sell or pawn. Parkway Gun and Pawn. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. So for the past several months, actually since the first one last year, organizers have been working very hard on the second annual Special Needs Summer Blowout held at North Magoffin Elementary. And for the past few weeks, we've been, of course, advertising the event, trying to reach as many people as possible. And apparently they had a lot of folks who heard that, and other, of course, invitations, as they had dozens of folks come out. So the question is, what do you get exactly when you set aside one very, very important day of the year just for some of what you're about to see, if you don't already know, some of the brightest and funniest and most talented young people around? And then you add superheroes and a lot of other genuine, caring, fun kids and adults to help make it all work. Well, this is what you get, a superhero-fueled blowout for the second year in a row. Yes, Spider-Man and Batman and their mobiles stole the show, and I got a little secret for you. Batman disguises himself as John Buckland of West Virginia.
As a cause, I've been doing this for almost 7 years, but as a foundation, the charity started in September of last year. But it's just awesome to be around a bunch of real heroes making a difference. You know, I get excited too, because it's always good to see them, and they get excited seeing me. So it's actually mutual. It's a lot of fun. So it's a really neat exchange, and it's just nice to be able to go somewhere and put some smiles on folks' faces who are fighting some big battles.
What's going on? You're gonna be on the news. Say hi. All right, Spider-Man. What's your name?
Matthew Cooper,
Where are you from?
Whitley City, Macquarie County.
Have you had fun?
Yeah.
Get in there, Spider-Man. Uh-oh. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Has meeting Spider-Man been your favorite part?
Yeah.
Very awesome.
That's right.
Have y'all had fun today?
Yes.
What y'all been doing?
Been hanging around.
and these girls are too bossy.
Yeah, these girls
They won't let you have
these
fun,
girls are
will they?
cute.
Especially this one right here. This one's too bossy. Yeah, just so you know.
This girl right here is. And this one right here likes me.
She likes you.
Yeah.
I know her. I bet she
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Take it all back. Take it
No,
all back.
do not take it back. Do not take it
I
back.
won't take it back.
Yeah, don't
It's
take it back.
recorded. What's your name?
Mario again.
Have you had fun?
Yep.
What all have you done today?
Play all day and that and this jumping
What was your favorite part?
the slide.
The big slide?
Yeah.
Did you eat good?
Yep.
Have you met a lot of friends?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nah.
And that's understandable because at the end of the day, all these kids and all these individuals and groups that made this such an incredible experience were exhausted. The kids and the adults had played till they couldn't wiggle. And everyone obviously had a great time, and everyone was very thankful.
It just means a lot to me, and the outpouring of ours. One of the funnest things today, besides the kids, especially these kids having their fun, is watch our youth of McGoffin County and their kids from their high school, the boys and the girls from all the clubs, beta clubs, dancers, cheerleaders, just different ones. It was absolutely phenomenal today. They're still here, but they're helping us clean up. They're doing this, doing that, and it was just phenomenal. They check a kid, they play with them all day. You know, they run them around. And it's just a lot of fun. It's just unbelievable.
Just several different groups and organizations came together to make this possible. Put on a great event for some kids that may not get the opportunity to get out and participate in things. And one little boy said, "You guys are my family." And I think that, and another little boy said, "Today's been the best day ever." So that makes it worthwhile when people can say that and the kids can leave and have that feeling and know that this day was all about them. That just kind of makes it all worthwhile.
All right, what's your name?
Matthew Cooper.
What all have you done today?
I have had a lot of fun with my friends.
And what was your favorite part? What's all that you've done?
Just hanging out with them.
Did you like the bouncy house and stuff?
Yes, and I like Spider-Man.
Heck yeah. Did you see the Batmobile?
Yeah.
So you've had a good time?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to say y'all are my friends. I'm going to say something for all of you. Can you view me while I'm saying this? Dear Lord, please watch over all these people on this program. Make sure these staff and all these adults stay safe while they're driving home. Please keep the devil away from in and out our hearts. And please make sure you keep the devil away from these very, very good staff and all these families. I ask you to make sure we all make it up to heaven someday. Please make sure the devil stays away from us. And please make sure we all have a good night tonight. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
And what a perfect way for us to go out. And with all of those thanks and prayers, the second annual Summer Blowout was a superhero success. And as much fun as that looked, it wasn't anywhere close to as much fun as they actually had. A sincere thank you to everyone who put that on for the folks of McGoffin County and so many other counties, as you heard. Job very well done, and we're very proud to have been able to bring you that report tonight. With that said, I also wish to thank our videographer in that case, Wes Brown, who was there just before he, of course, left for Florida, where he is ongoing in his talent search efforts. We wish him well. Haven't heard from him yet. We hope it's going well, and we'll maybe have an update for you on his behalf very soon. Here's an update on your weather forecast. Showers and storms throughout much of the evening and overnight, and then much. I'm not selling this very good, am I? We've got shower and storm chances pretty much throughout your entire 4th of July weekend. There's some sun in there, and it's not going to be a washout, but you're going to have to work your way around the forecast, possibly on an occasion or two. Yeah, definitely some tweaks and timing to be made, and that will include an 80% chance of showers and storms throughout the remainder of the evening and up to about 5 a.m., getting closer to our area as we speak. 67 for your low, fog thereafter, and partly cloudy skies for the rest of your evening. And tomorrow, in case you didn't know, is Independence Day. I hope you're getting time off to enjoy it or enjoying it somehow. You will do so with 87 sunny degrees, another hot, humid day, partly sunny skies, and with another 60% chance of showers pretty much across the board for your 4th of July. It's not going to be a wall-to-wall washout. We will deal with some showers, possible thunderstorms. You will want to keep an eye on the quickly changing weather conditions throughout tomorrow and the rest of your 4th of July holiday, because those chances just continue to increase and rise. Now, they do stay at 60%, but with more clouds than sun on your Friday. Temperature still holding at 87. And Saturday, sad to say, that 60% will bump up to, just as we were talking about 24 hours, an 80% chance of showers by the time Saturday evening rolls around. So partly sunny, 86 on your Saturday, 60% early, 80% later on, hoping that it doesn't throw a wrench into any of our 4th of July festivities. Sunday, partly sunny, down to a 40% threat, mid-80s, mid-60s for your daytime high, nighttime low, and ditto for your Monday, starting back for the work week for some of those folks lucky enough to have a long weekend. 86 and 65, mostly sunny, a 20% chance of showers. No shower chances on your Tuesday. Temperatures climbing a degree or two because of that and other factors. 88 and mostly sunny Tuesday of next week. And then we'll start to work back into that mostly sunny and slight shower chance as well thereafter. By midweek next week, 87 and a 20% threat of some showers and storms. And with that said, please, above all, we hope you have a first safe and second joyous 4th of July. Thank you all for watching. Good night and happy Independence Day.